Welcome to this video. My name is Fred and I'm currently in a studio. I had some time left after shooting some content for my Instagram and some ads. So I thought I'd make the most of it and just sit down and just have a very raw breakdown video again because I really enjoy making these. And this topic, I just made some content about it for my reels and some ads. So I thought why not just make a whole video where I just break down my thoughts and some more in-depth analysis and processes of this topic. And the topic is scaling digital products, online education in general, and kind of my view upon the future and the market and this opportunity. So of course, I'm extremely biased. I run a coaching business, which is of course a digital product that I deliver to my students. I also run a growth stack agency where we scale coaches, consultants, and experts. And I'm involved in a high ticket agency that delivers content to also people that sell their knowledge online. So I'm very biased, of course I am. But at the same time, I still wanted to make this video because I think that even though that I'm heavily involved in this market, I still see it as very untapped. Because mainly the coaches that I work with inside of my agency are coaches like myself, like some sort of make money online coach that sells to an audience that looks like me, early 20s, that wants to grow and have a mentor and learn how to benefit from social media and the online world and everything. But I still think that this online education thing is completely untapped. I believe it's the biggest opportunity to get into in over the next 2 or 3 years. Because what I talked to my business partner about yesterday is imagine when our moms realizes the positive effects and how powerful it is to buy knowledge from someone. For example, my own mom, she does a lot of yoga and she shows up physically to yoga classes and pays a lot of money for that. Imagine if my mom could have a yoga course and a yoga coach fully remote so that my mom could just do yoga at home and still get the same feeling, the same knowledge, the same benefits, and still have it without her having to leave her home and go out and do some yoga stuff. That's just one example. Imagine when football players or athletes, they can get super quality training online, either through a program, tracking, personalized, without having showing up to training. Imagine when mindset things and executives start realizing that instead of hiring a public speaker, they can just buy an online mentor or a course or a mastermind online or whatever it is. The market is just so crazy untapped. And I think one of the coolest things about the market is that all of these experts, consultants, and coaches that, for example, we work with, they're all extremely good at what they're doing, which means that they have product market fit and the people that work with them get really good results. And that is just the foundation of every business, a good product. Your business cannot work and scale and live without a good product. And these people are so good at what they're doing, but they have no clue on how to run marketing, how to use social media properly, how to create content, customer journeys, landing pages, ads, appointment setters, closers, and all of these things. So it's literally a match made in heaven. Everything is digital. The profit margins are extremely high, which means that when a coach sells something online, they keep 90 to 95% of the money themselves. Where in e-commerce, you're lucky if you have profit margins around 30 or 40%. So this combination of you learning to become an agency that can take care of the entire customer journey and then just plugging it in to a really good coach that has a great foundation, 10 years of experience, consulted big companies or a lot of people, and their entire business has been relying on referrals and network and events in order to gain clients. And suddenly you show up and you implement a framework that can be used on their social media platforms. And now you just turn it into a machine. So every time we put $1 into ads, into content, into the profile, into the app appointment setter, the coaching client gets a client. And because the product is digital and it is group coaching, a video course, these things, then the product has no ceiling to it because it's so easy to deliver. It doesn't matter if there is 10 people on the group call or 100 people or 1,000 people. It doesn't matter that the video course is being shared with 5, 10, or 10,000 people because it has been recorded once and now it just lives on forever. And there are no costs in actually giving people access to the video course. You don't have to ship it to them or produce it again because it's leveraged. Okay? So I think that is the most insane thing about like scaling digital products, and why I believe it is the best opportunity for the next 2 or 3 years. So hopefully like you can take some inspiration, and maybe you're watching this video considering which business that you should dive into, and also what would be a good way of you starting to like make some money and get some experience. And that is also why I love the agency model, because you learn every aspect of a business. Like for example, when I started out, I just did some ads, but now I run entire customer journeys. Like I manage an appointment setter team. We deliver content, like we script, edit, post-production, upload it, all of these things. We also make sure that the sales process is dialed in. We make sure the email marketing and the landing pages are set up the right way. We make sure to use the Coach organic foundation first before starting ads. And we run follower ads, we run ads directly to landing page. So we're like doing all of these things, and I've just learned so much that I can apply into my own coaching business, for example. And also the things that I learn in my own coaching business, I can do for my other clients. So it's just like the perfect loop that I'm in right now of just learning, feedback, applying, and then just like doing. And that's so cool. And I still remember the first like full stack coaching client that we had. It was a really, really talented coach. And as an agency, it was almost like you were gifted an already existing coaching business where you don't have to deliver the service, you don't have to put your face on it, but you still get 25, I think we got 25% profit share of an existing well-running coaching business, just because we were really, really good at building the client acquisition. And that is where it gets like really interesting, and where you can charge a lot of money. Like for example, one of my clients pays me between $10,000 to $20,000 every single month in just performance fee. Because you can now come in and you're not like a content agency. Hey, we deliver edits. Cool. Or like, hey, we come in and then we do organic marketing. Or hey, we come in and we do paid ads. It's like we can literally now guarantee our coaching clients more revenue or more meetings. And depending on offering them meetings or more revenue is how their current foundation is. Let's say that they're already closing a very high percentage of deals, then that's fine. We don't have to touch the sales process. Let's just deliver meetings. But let's say it's a coach who's struggling a bit with actually like selling stuff and getting clients like convinced and these things, then we tweak the sales process. And then either way, which route we go, we can still do a lot of performance, because meetings and of course also the sales process is essential. And I think some of the things that we've also applied that hopefully you also can apply is like come in and then actually consult this coach on how they should run their business, because many coaches have very limiting beliefs in terms of what they can charge for their service and knowledge. Because you have to understand that a coach by heart just wants to help people. And now they've just become so good at being a coach that people want to pay them. And then they basically just make ends meet in their coaching business. They charge way too little for their time and knowledge. But actually by raising the price, it is a positive feedback loop. Because people who pay more and invest more into coaching, just because the fact that they spend more money, they will also be way more committed, which means that they will hand themselves more over to the coach, trust the process more, put in more hours, more work, and then they will see a better results. Which for the customer, they will be more happy because they got better results, because they were committed, because they paid a lot of money. And the coach will get way better testimonials, happier students, and they can also focus their time on less students instead of many, many students, because they charge high ticket. So I think if you are considering working with coaches, you will meet like maybe 60% of these coaches, they charge low ticket. It's always like a 99 product, $299, $499 for like a video course, a mastermind, group coaching, and some one-on-one. But you can literally just take a $500 course and then you can sell it for $2,000. You don't have to change anything. And the customer will be more happy. They will get better results because they paid more. They were more invested. The coach can spend literally 4x the amount of time on the individual student to make sure that they have the tools and resources and everything else in place so that they can succeed. And both the coach and the customer will get more out of the partnership, which means it's just like a positive feedback loop. So the coach makes more money by doing less work, and they deliver better results, so the student is happy, and then you have this circle. And I think it's not being an idiot charging what your service is worth it. that's just how it is, and it benefits everyone. So I think that is like the key takeaways that I think that I've gotten throughout working with digital products so far, that they are very easy to leverage and scale because it's digital, there's no ceiling to it, and the profit margins are extremely high. And also the same framework that applies for a fitness coach, a mindset coach, a dating coach, a financial coach is very much the same, because they all struggle with the same problems. They are all extremely, extremely good at what they are doing, but they don't know how to get clients through social media and digital marketing. So they all lack revenue, and they all lack clients on autopilot, an automated client acquisition process. And that same framework that we use in my own coaching business and for our clients, it's literally the same framework, and it works in every single business. So you literally just have something that is very easy to leverage and deliver, that works, a good product, and that is, as I said, the backbone of a good business. So if you learn the framework and you learn the agency model, then you can charge a lot of money, because again, as I said, the profit margins of these coaches are so high, and it is very much in high demand. And then I think, in my opinion, as a beginner, you should always go out and work with existing coaching businesses, because in existing coaching businesses, there's always product market fit if they're actually running the coaching business and have clients on referrals and network and these things. And because I see a lot of people, they go out and they offer their expertise to build an entire new course. Like you have to understand, you don't just build a course. You don't just build a coaching business. Like you have something, you must have something that people are able and willing to pay for. And it takes a lot of time to find product market fit. So if I were a beginner and I would start over tomorrow, just go out and find an existing coaching business that is making 5 to 10K through networks, referrals, or events. They have no idea how to use social media, implement the framework. Then you're literally just selling a good product and showing it to more people. And then, of course, you make more money. And the coach can still deliver the service so that people are happy. So it's literally a win-win. So that is the key takeaways from scaling digital products. I hope it made good sense, and I hope that the review and my opinion isn't too biased. Of course I'm biased. I love scaling coaching businesses. It's the best loop ever. Like imagine that you bring clients to a coach that is really good at what they're doing, which means that more people get the benefits of working with the coach. Your coach makes more money and you make money. It's like the most beneficial and valuable flywheel that I've ever seen. So hopefully you learned something. You can go check out my other videos if you want the service breakdown or these things kind of like broken more down into some steps that is a bit more tangible. But I hope that this little rant like gave you some insights to why digital products is definitely the future, if you ask me. So yeah, please drop a subscribe, leave some feedback in the comments below. And also remember that I guarantee you $5,000 a month with your agency within 180 days. And if you haven't hit that mark, then you get a full refund. Everything is in the description. Just check it out. Thank you so much for watching.